Arena, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Jesus free in the street.
All right. Good morning, my dogs. I hope everyone's feeling good. It is 6:33. It is August 13th. Listen to a little Elton John radio. My name is Scott Redler. I'm the Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com, the founder of Red Dog Mindset. This is the 6:30 Club where I've been pretty much talking about markets, about life, about different time frames. I give you guys the keys to the day, ways to make money, ways to make progress. So hopefully everyone's feeling good, doing well, and staying the course. The only people who aren't are the ones who have, big opinions, fight the trends, and chances are they're not in my community. I know the alpha team, most guys are at all-time highs. Power plays is building. Everybody wants to be told what to do instead of figuring it out themselves, which is cool. We send out power plays. You want me to tell you what to do, I'll do it. But those who are learning how to navigate their process are feeling good. So never feel too good. Never get too ahead of yourself. Just keep stacking days, stacking days, stacking days, stacking days. And as of yesterday, if you take a look at the chart of the SPYs, what's bearish about that, right? You're above the 8-day moving average. You take out a prior high. You close well. You have participation in the small caps, participation in tech, participation in Bitcoin, Ethereum, China names getting going. And all everyone wants to do is explain to me. All people want to do is listen to friggin' CNBC about them bantering about the CPI or the unemployment numbers. Are they real? Or are they not real? Well, that's not going to make you money, my dogs. Sorry. But anyway, only you can push the buttons and make yourself money and follow individuals that are technically sound, et cetera, et cetera. And, if you like the 630 Club, hopefully it's making you money. You should subscribe above to Red Dog Mindset. If you're not executing on the X's and O's and your head isn't right, you're never going to see things straight. I had a great morning workout with my dogs at 20 and 5:20, 20 minutes of mobility, of sweating, of thinking about the day, thinking about positions. What am I going to trim? What am I going to add? What's going on? A lot of people ingest information different ways. But anyway, with that being said, if you guys remember, it was a week ago Wednesday when we talked about the day one in Apple. It was 1 week ago that all you had to do is have a process and say, look at Apple. It ignited. It's a day one right here. Here we are a week later. What a nice move. This was all sugar honey iced tea. Actually, this was a nice move. But that helped trigger a move, and it looks even higher. And that same day, Tesla triggered, right here. Tesla, Elon was getting nutty and Tesla was kind of broken and everybody was complaining, including me. And I just had it on the sideline, not trading it. Then all of a sudden on this day, sent it out as a power play for all the doggies that wanted to be told to buy it versus those who do it. And anyway, here you are, still looking good, going sideways. Chances are it's on its way to 357 to 367. But nice little trade there. That trade right there could have made you your money for August on top of Apple. And then we had Baba that day, right? Baba that day kind of triggered. That was right here. But guess what? It wasn't ready. It wasn't ready to go. Every day, what about Baba? What about Baba? What about Baba? Knocking my head against the wall. But anyway, I was like, it's just not ready yet. So here's a day we bought options, right? Bought the 122s for this Friday. And then yesterday, I saw the volume coming. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, Baba might be ready. Look at it. Just took back the moving averages. I'm going to add next Friday's 122s. I call Mike, my editor. I'm like, send it out to power plays. It might not happen for this Friday, so let's go out another week. It wasn't ready when everyone wanted it to be ready. So anyway, bought the stock, bought some options. Right now, Baba is doing really well. It's up 3%. Kachingo, whatever you want to do. So hopefully I threw a bone in your doghouse and you're feeling good, which is very cool. I'm happy for you. You pushed your own keys. So anyway, this day didn't really lead to a move. but this day did. And at the same point, someone from the Alpha team, because we're a team. The Alpha team is a team of guys that trade for a living, that help each other. So I'm like, Red Dog, did you see the K-Web? Look at K-Web. Look at that candle. I'm like, oh, K-Web. I'm like, that's a China ETF that correlates to internet, AI, this and that. I'm like, I'll buy some K-Web. I haven't bought K-Web in like 6 months. Usually I go with the FXI. So I put it on. I got to say thank you to, I think, Fib, or I'm not exactly sure who said it, but we're a team at the Alpha team. And all of a sudden, this is up 3%. So there you go. If you, with thinking straight, your mind on the right page, you're not worried about being bearish, worried about whether the CPI is cooked, or you listen to the personalities. Maybe you executed on Baba, and maybe you bought some K-Web, and maybe you're making some money. The Alpha team knows when I'm in the option, and then I also buy the ETF or the stock. I'm in the stock and the option. That means a thought or the situation that I was waiting to go triggered. So they know to buy the cajones out of it, hopefully, too. So everyone, if you did so, great. Here we are, August 13th. Oh, this is a good song. You ever hear this song? Hold on. Maybe that's dating myself. But then also everyone would rather ask about UNH. Did UNH bottom? Come on. Anyway, did UNH bottom? We want to play the hard money? All right, this is hard money. Yes, did this, it looks like maybe it's turning up. It looks like a bottom feeder, but if I had $1 for every time somebody told me to buy UNH, I'd have a lot of dollars, but I'd be down a lot of money. But anyway, maybe it can go up a little bit more. I'm not even going to look at it. It's not worth the time. What else is doing well? I think Google's doing well, right? For my Google guys, this is just trending along. Right in here was an awesome power play. I'm still in the 202s. I'm in the 205s. I rolled it out for next week. I would think that why can't this get to 207 or more? As I said, I'm still in Apple. Actually, Tesla I need to buy back. I bought some Amazon calls just in case, even though this is lagging. Sorry, this is a laggard. It's not a focus. It's a laggard. Stock market's at all-time highs. Amazon isn't. So what does that mean? It's a laggard. But I'm in it anyway. So if it can get above this high of 223, maybe it goes, but it's not a hyper focus. All right, some of my dogs want to talk. You guys can talk. Let's talk together. Here we are. We're a team at the 630 Club too, but you guys aren't with me all day. You guys are just here, tuning in for a little. But a lot of you guys have turned into actually Alpha Team members, so I appreciate you. Some of you guys have subscribed to Red Dog Mindset because it's only $10 versus 100 or so. But anyway, with that being said, so TJ says 10 day one yesterday. Actually, some guys were talking about that. That's true. It was a day one yesterday. I didn't go with it. I just didn't feel like it. Papa says, finally, Bob is 126. True. It took its time. IWM did break out yesterday. Got over that area. I posted, I think, last weekend how every hedge fund is short that. I don't know why, but okay. Good morning. We got Thomas in the house. GM, big dog. You think GM is ready to go? Ethereum obviously has been fantastic. I'm still in Ethereum. I am still in IBIT. Let me look at that, though. I haven't seen. Oh, you just said good morning, not like check GM. That's funny. Anyway, yes, IBIT still looking good, still building. Okay, that means Bitcoin is probably going to take out 123,000 again. It's not doing what Ethereum is doing, but it doesn't have to. Ethereum's playing catch up. I'm in both. So we'll see what happens here. If IBIT can get above this little spot, it probably will be in the headlines of all-time highs. Ethereum's been absolutely in fuego. If you guys remember, I had this on as a power play, meaning I told my subscribers what to do. They didn't have to do it themselves. Here, that was when we did options. That was great. And then in here, we put it on the equity again, and now look at it. Guess what? I will be selling some Ethereum today, not buying it. Oh, I friggin' love this song. You guys can listen to this for a second. I'm going to go over some charts. I'm not even going to talk about it. You guys got to look at it and figure out what I'm saying while you listen to this song. It's a good song.
You watched yourself apart, and all the girls dreamed that they'd be your partner, they'd be your partner. You're so great. You probably think this song is about you. You're so This song is about you.
I think this song is about Red Dog. I'm so vain. No, I'm kidding. Who the hell names a Red Dog reversal after themselves? Anyway, so yeah, NVIDIA looks good. It just hasn't been where the action is. NVIDIA always doesn't have to be where the action is. Red Dog Mindset will be the 630 club. At some point, they're going to be merged, and it's going to cost $10 for us to be for free if you sign up soon before it turns into $1,000 subscription. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, 184.48. That looks like it's going to continue to go. Oh, a lot of the semis don't look like that. This is crap. I'm putting CBC back on. Go put it on, Scott. Go for it. Anyway, what else we got? I like this QS still. QS is not a focus, but some of my guys think there's going to be a big contract coming out with a big OEM. A lot of $10 calls were being bought. This was 15, so in here maybe it gets above 960. Looks like that could happen. SoFi has been really good. One of my son's biggest positions. Chase Red Diggity Dog. You guys remember it came out with good numbers. Kind of digested, held the 21-day. SoFi has been unbelievable. Hood's been unbelievable. Look at that moving hood. Started accumulating this, in this area. Had a nice move. Took out 113.45. It's getting a little choppy up here. It'd be nice if hood gets added to the S&P 500. ASTS was a great option play. I talked about it with the guys on Stocks on Charts or whatever that thing is called. I do a Spaces on Mondays with a bunch of really good guys, and I told them how I was converting ASTS, which was small, into options, and I sold my options all morning into strength, and now I bought some shares. Probably needs time though. This is a pretty big topic until, but we did talk about how this was resistance, a spot to sell into, not buy, and now we'll see if it could build in here. Any of you guys buy Dash? Dashing, right? If you sold into strength post earnings, you were able to buy the A in 21-day. A lot of people on the Alpha team scored, including me, actually. I bought options and stock. It doesn't look like much, but this has been an unbelievable trend, an unbelievable trade. I had no idea Dash even existed until like last year at this time, and sold into strength. We rebought it in here. Hasn't been below the 21-day pretty much, I don't know, since May. So why would it get below it? So it was nice little buy in the hole, and now it's looking really good. Adam Bush says he bought Dash calls. Good for you. Let's see, Adam. Nice. Did you bought it into sometimes you could buy into support. You don't always have to buy high and sell higher. I love to buy high and sell higher. That's I could put that on my resume. But anyway, sometimes I've been learning how to buy and support, and if all of a sudden you could add to buy and sell higher, you double dip it, and then that equals a lot of money. That means a lot of trips to Sizzler. Oh, MSOS, yeah, that's been great. I posted a chart, this Fox Business article back in I think it was in the end of June, right around here, how all the celebs were getting on Trump to decriminalize it and maybe do a safe banking bill. We bought $3 calls. Look at that. Listen, I know it's been horrible so many times, but this time it worked, and hopefully you went back to it. It's just a day in the life, something to do. ACHR, that's a decent, Manny, a decent candle in ACHR yesterday. Decent. It's been tough. The whole drone sector has been hard except for ONDS, which was a nice one. This one gives you a reversal candle, so maybe it gets better. I'm in UMAC. I feel like that's a good one to go with. Look how tight that is. I'm in options for a few weeks out. So maybe this group gets better. If the small caps stay in vogue, this is considered a small cap. I think this is Donnie Jr.'s company, so that looks pretty good. Not great. Yeah, Joby's better. Joby is the leader. It just came in a bunch. So, yeah, you could go like this, and this is filled. It's rebuilding, so you could be in Joby versus that. I remember in here was where everyone was really talking about Joby. Looks good, looks good. Don't Trump jeans. Anyway, we're not talking politics. I'm just telling you that Don is Don Jr.'s company. And sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. What else we got going on here? IWM triggered. Look how tight it was. So we'll see if this continues to keep it moving to the upside. Your next spot on the IWM was 230. Nice candle, very tight. We like tight patterns here as traders because when they ignite, they go, and you're getting some follow through. So congratulations if you're in that. I'm in a little XPI. I'm not in options. I'm in the ETF. Maybe I'll buy some. This has been a month of sideways action. Took back some moving averages. So maybe the XBI is better. It hasn't been great at all. What do I think of QS? I just went over that. I'm long QS. I would add to it at 960. Maybe it continues. I started buying in here. I have some 9s, 9.5s, and I'm in the QS itself. So it's not a hyper focus. It's just something to do. What else? Thoughts on Pony? Pony to me hasn't been great. I was in it like a few weeks ago and it stopped me out, and then it was sold on results, and it's just a choppy, it's like annoying stock. I guess at some point it'll go, but you're better off just having it versus spot. I was in it here, sold some, and then got stopped out. It's not doing anything so great. TEM is not, TEM, you could say it was a day one. Yeah. So these names are tough. They're loose, they're wide. You have to over focus or just have some small size. It's all good, Richard. I appreciate you too. You have a nice demeanor. I like guys with a nice demeanor. Red Dog, you were talking about AEO. AEO. Oh, a little American Eagle Outfitters. It's tight. Nice little pattern laggard if they want to come after some of these. I don't know the brand really. I just was at the outlets the other day. Chase was at a basketball tournament. I got some cool stuff. Yeah, if it gets above the 200 day, it could be all right. I wouldn't hyper focus and try and scalp this, but if you're in it, it looks pretty good. Someone asked me to go with FIG, FIG. Ooh, that got beat up. Look how this opened up above a prior high and couldn't hold it. That was a pretty big sell signal. And now I guess you could be long versus here. What up, Mario? Mario. Going to the Yankee game next Thursday. We're going to Yankees. He's got a little suite. We're going to meet him after I go to, by the way, next week I'm not going to be here. Red Dog's out. Next Sunday through Thursday, I'm going to be at Gurney's in Montauk with the wife. Little frisky alone time. No, I'm kidding. That's a little too much information. But yes, it's the trip. I was just there with families, but that was like a Thursday afternoon, so I was able to do my Monday through Thursday. So next week, there'll be no 20 to 5:20 or 6:30 clubs. None. I'm going to probably have to manage some positions, but I'm going to try and have some fun. So mark down your calendars next Sunday through Thursday where I see, where are you? There's something happened to you. Nothing happened to me. I'm just going to Gurney's, and I'm going to friggin' exercise and drink, hang out, and have some fun. You guys should have some fun over the summer. VKTX, a lot of people are talking that there's options to be taken over. Hopefully this helps the bios a little bit. It looks better than other things. It looks pretty good. BLSH IPO today. You guys know the art of the first day of an IPO? Do you guys know the art of the first day? Google Red Dog's art of the first day of an IPO. That'll tell you if the demand is great and you can make money day one, or they're piggies. Their price is too high and it's not worth your time. So Google the art of the first day. Do I have any thoughts on possible commodity super cycle? Not really. Let's see what gold's doing. I'll leave you with gold. What's gold doing? Gold's still hanging out. Gold, I remember when we put it on as a power play short here, but now it's been going sideways. I would think at some point, for all of you guys that love gold and have it in their pie chart as an asset, if you're an asset allocator, you would think that, from April through here, it gets above this 317 and goes. So if you think there's going to be a commodity super cycle or a gold super cycle or whatever you think it's going to be, go out and buy like 317.50 by 325 September call spread. This way you don't have to worry about when it triggers. So when it triggers, you go with it. That's what I would do. What else? Mike Pag's hit is in fuego. HIT. Yeah, health in tech. Kind of triggered right above here. It's been going higher for a little guy. Maybe it works its way back towards here, which would be some resistance right where it broke down from. All in all, there's a lot to do, guys. There's a lot going on in the market. You have to have your go-to list. You have to make sure you move them up the list and down the list when they're in play. There's only so much real estate on all your screens. I have 6 screens, so I'm looking around. I have the alpha team with 500 eyeballs looking around. I have Redler All Access that gets the note that might not trade for a living. Then we have so many things going on. The bottom line is get up early, get prepared, do your homework. Don't rely on anyone. If you think someone's consistent and you want to learn his process so you guys could do it together, that's what's going to make you money. Like yesterday, I'm telling you, it was great. Yesterday, people Red Dog, do you see that volume spike in Bob on the 3-minute? I'm like, oh, look, maybe Bob is ready to go. Let me buy some. Let me add to my options. So I add to my options. I put on the ETF. Guys in the Alpha team are buying it. I talked to Mike. I'm like, Mike, get that out of power play. Switch that up. And then all of a sudden, someone's like, Red Dog, if that's going to go, look at K-Web, look at that day one. I'm like, I'll buy some of that. So all of a sudden, you're connecting the dots. You're in the flow. You're trading, and then you can manage positions. Rhythm is important. You got to stay in rhythm with the market. My buddy Conrad, who goes to Rutgers, who does the filming of the 25-20, and some of them, he's at Rutgers. They have this job thing going on, and he hasn't been able to trade the last 2 days. I feel like I'm out of the rhythm of the market. I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, well, then you shouldn't be trading. Same thing over the summer. If you're in the mountains, if you're on the beach, and you're trying to enjoy yourself, and you think you know what's going on, and you don't lose money. Relax. It'll be here. You'll get back in a rhythm when you come back. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.